Okay, guys, so this is 584.2 pounds. I believe that is 265 kilos. I am 15 weeks out, 15 and a half from the USPA meet at Maxed Out Gym. So it's been about 2 years since I last did a meet at Maxed Out Gym, and I haven't competed. By the time I compete in this, it'll have been a year since my last meet. So I'm excited. I'm giving my body more time off these days, um, running way less than I ever have. This felt really heavy because this is after 3 weeks or actually at this point in time, it was after 2 weeks. Right now, I'm at the 3 week mark of being on 125 milligrams of testosterone, which puts your levels around 500, 600, so in the natural range. And I feel it. These were brutal. Um, every rep felt heavy, pretty tough set, but easing back into things, trying to go as low as possible with with what I'm doing, with what I'm taking, so my body responds better when I add anything else in before the meet. This was I did a 5x5 at 474, 215 kilos. Um, on squats, everything is done high bar because low bar really aggravates my forearms and kills my bench. So if I'm doing low bar consistently, my forearms get so riled up that bench becomes nearly impossible. And I low bar in the meet, obviously, because I'm much stronger with a low bar position due to the leverages and how it uses your low back more. But I just do high bar in training, and I get an extremely good carryover to low bar. So before the last meet, I went up to 705 high bar in training. I would like to beat that. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 727 would be ideal to get me ready for a big squat at the meet. We'll see. This is a variation I've been doing twice a week. Single leg deadlifts, unilateral deadlifts, whatever you want to call them. And these will destroy your glutes. My glutes are stronger than ever, which is why my deadlift lockout is no longer a weak point. So all the single leg work I've been doing has been hammering the glutes and really exposing some weaknesses, working on my stability. This is 135 pounds, and yesterday I did 145 pounds. So I'd like to push these up to like 225, if not a little higher, for sets of 10. Really, I'm getting a lot better at it. The balance isn't so bad, and I've been doing unilateral variations of exercises for the last 13 years, so they're not really all that difficult to me. But extremely good carryover to the deadlift and the squat. Strengthens the glutes, glute activation. I pretty much got all my clients doing these now because I've seen such tremendous carryover for myself, so I know it works. Um, I still prefer, as you'll see coming up here, the Bulgarian split squats. Those are a little later on, but this is probably my second favorite unilateral exercise and tougher to balance on than a split squat. This one is the inverse curl. So basically, this is a machine made by Westside that mimics what you would do with a natural glute ham raise, not to be confused with a GHD machine. So a glute ham raise, people do that on a GHD machine, but a natural glute ham raise is where you would set up on a lat pull down, or you would set up in a rack, and you would have no. And basically, it's just a tougher variation. Like it's hard to explain, but it's a tougher variation, and this mimics that. So this mimics the natural glute ham raise. You don't have to push off at the bottom. Instead, you just hold on to the thing and come up. So right now on here, I've got about 95 pounds of assistance. Yesterday, I did 85 pounds of assistance, and these were brutal. These hit the hamstrings probably harder than anything else. So the obvious substitute for those of you who don't have this machine, which I'm guessing literally 99% of you don't, is just set up Google or look on YouTube for natural glute ham raise and do those, and that will hit your hamstrings much harder than a traditional glute ham raise. So excellent variation. As you can see with this meet prep, I'm really just targeting the glutes and hamstrings much harder than I ever have, and I'm kind of not pushing the low back work as much because my low back has always been very strong and it hasn't been the problem. It's been the glutes and hamstrings that need to come up. This was 297 on bench after 5 sets of 5 with very short rest periods. So I paused the working sets, and this was 13 reps, touch and go on the AMRAP. So bench has definitely taken a tremendous hit from being so low with the testosterone dose, but I'm hanging in there doing what I can. I've had a lot of pain in my elbows, but in my left elbow for the last year, but I've gotten it a lot better by rolling it, voodoo floss, and just doing direct tricep work again to get blood flow into the area. So that injury is getting better. Computer shut off for a second. This was after all the benching. the 100s for 25 reps. On dumbbell bench, just throwing more dumbbell work in. Dumbbell bench has extremely high carryover to barbell bench, so it's one of those things everyone should pretty much be doing. Excellent carryover. And beyond just flat barbell benching, this probably has the second best carryover to a 1 rep max on bench. So I'm throwing those in. This is 25 reps with the hundreds. I think that's like 45 kilo dumbbells for the overseas folks. Then this was from yesterday. This is 705, 320 kilos, final warm-up. My back's been injured for about 5 weeks because I was kind of slacking on the core work. And so I riled my back up. Even on that 793 pull from a few weeks ago, my back was really hurting. So I gave it a few weeks off, just did the single leg work, and came back. This is 815.7, 370 kilos. Just want to see how it felt. Freaking smoked it. Look at the lockout, stronger than ever, no slowdown. Definitely had more in me, but I didn't want to push it, so I'm happy with that. My first day pulling again. And that's literally, I maintained my strength just from single leg work, essentially. The split squats and all that, and pulled an easy 816 on 125 test. So single leg work works flat out, hands down. It is the bomb. I couldn't believe how easy it felt. So we're on to something here, and I'm doing the ab wheel every day now. When I get away from the ab wheel, I'll do like 2 sets of 25 a day along with other core work. When I get away from that, I have big problems in my back. My discs feel terrible, and so I just need to do more of that. So this was after that. I did 4 doubles at 639. This is a set of 4 at 639. Obviously, I have a lot more in the tank, but I'm kind of holding back this training cycle. So even though I could obviously push it for more reps, I'm going for speed and rep quality over everything. I just want to make the reps look amazing. I want to get the speed down. And I think I'll stay fresher, less chance of injury, and peak better overall. So I'm kind of leaving some in the tank on these deadlifts, this prep. This is 90-pound dumbbells, 41 kg dumbbells for 20 reps each leg on split squats. So right here you can see why my glutes have gotten so much stronger. I'm doing 3 sets of 20 each leg with 90-pound dumbbells on split squats. That is going to make your glutes very, very strong and make for a very strong lockout on deadlifts. I'd love to be able to push these up to 120s for a set of 20. Probably not 3 sets of 20, but 1 set of 20 with 120s is the goal. If I can get there eventually, if not a little more. Should have a crazy strong deadlift lockout. So this is working wonders, guys. Thanks for watching the video, though. Give it a thumbs up.